Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 121 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A game there of 30 big ones. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win. Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Madden. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll be a second and long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Jonathan Taylor.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well,
this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. Able to power through. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4 yards. First down, Titans.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Vikings nothing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Taylor. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on second down. Madden over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards at first down, that fits the bill.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25-yard. And out now come the Vikings. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Madden. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Brings up operating from the gun. Madden. And it is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the goal. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
They their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on third down. Madden. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback
able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A final shot before break. Madden, and he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 1st and 10, Madden, he's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And this is close. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Madden completes it right side to Cooper. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Madden into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonathan Taylor with a 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick is good.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, when the pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Well, everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
19 yards. And the Titans first
down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
35-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in high school.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the extra point.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peters. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you know, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll let this go for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And return, it'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Madden. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Madden. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
42-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on 3rd down. Madden. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Peters.
Minnesota Vikings.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Madden. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is 2nd down.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Madden. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Madden. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
56. Vikings 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
They've got his man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And the Titans 1st down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
63.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.